All right, guys, welcome back to another Damn Fishing Addict video. This is your Wednesday tips, tricks, and techniques video. I know it's going to be a little bit later in the Wednesday day, but I had a lot to do in the shop this morning. I want to start off this video by saying this is not directed toward anybody that commented. This isn't directed toward anybody that messaged or anything like that. This isn't directed toward any of you. This is a video we have actually talked about making. We have mentioned it in other videos about making. And that is, how do we look for spots to spoonbill? How do we find the spots that we go spoonbill? I get so many messages and so many comments and questions on where was that location? Where did you guys catch those fish? And trust me, I'm not one of them guys that believes that because I know where a honey hole is or a spot is, that I own it, that it's my spot, and I'm not going to tell nobody. Because trust me, there's been many a times I've been face to face with somebody where I'll tell them right where to go. I have no problem with that. I want to see you guys catch fish. I want to see you guys catch lots of fish, big fish. But at the same time, it's not something I want to blast and put out there on the internet for everybody who comes across our videos to see. A couple of the spots that we have actually went and snagged and we have videoed out. We have even been asked by local law enforcement or game wardens to please either A, not record there, or B, if we record there, make sure there's like not a bunch of distinct landmarks to where we get a whole bunch of people there. Because what happens is if a whole bunch of people find these places, and they start getting trashed, or it starts becoming a public issue or something like a hazard or something like that, they're going to get shut down. One of the spots that we fish, you have to park right on the side of a highway and you have to walk down to it. Last weekend, by 10 o'clock in the morning, the side of the highway looked like a parking lot, and it can actually turn into a public safety issue with that many people parked on the side of a busy highway. People coming in and out, things like that. You know, the law enforcement and game wardens and things are worried about people getting hit, wrecks getting caused, things like that. Also, some of these spots are landowner permission spots, and so if a bunch of people find out where they're at and they start hounding landowners about them getting on them, the landowner could, get frustrated with all these people banging on his door wanting to fish, and he could just be like, no. Or if they start letting people go down there, like there's a few of them that are state landowner permission, where the state has got landowner permission for people to go down there and fish. If a lot of people start showing up there and it starts getting trashed, the landowner could be like, you know what, I don't want to do this no more. My land's being trashed. People are destroying it. I'm not doing this no more. So X that. And that's just what we're trying to prevent. I am not trying to stop any of you from going to any spot I've ever been to. I hope to see y'all at them. But also, just because, I know you see our YouTube and we're right around 450 something subscribers. But if you see our actual views, if the number of people that viewed our videos would actually subscribe, we would be well into the thousands. Things like that on our channel. Granted, not everybody, like I said, not everybody's subscribing, but we're getting thousands of views on our channel. So if I blast out there, coordinates and exact locations on a lot of these spots, the next time you guys go out there, there could be 50, 60 people and you ain't got a spot to fish. And next thing you know, like I said, it gets shut down or something like that. And that's what we're trying to prevent. So don't ever think I'm trying to keep you guys from going to this spot. I'm not one of them people that thinks, oh, it's my honey hole. Nobody else can go there. It's ours and ours only. We're definitely not like that. Matter of fact, last weekend I met a gentleman at Walmart. He was wanting to take his daughter out spoonbilling. They were going to go to the dam. The dam has only been producing very small fish. I told him a spot to go try. They went out there. They went and tried it. They caught some of the biggest fish they've ever caught. His daughter landed an 80-pounder. Had an absolute blast. Messaged me back. Said they made memories for a lifetime. I love that. If I see you at Walmart or I see you out or whatever, and you ask me, man, Cody, where's the best place to go? 9 out of 10 times, I'm going to tell you. Go try here, go try there. But I'm just not going to post it online right here for everybody to see and for everybody and their dog to show up at, so that these spots end up getting shut down. I hope y'all get that. I hope y'all get what I'm trying to say. I don't want none of y'all to be mad or upset or, like I said, think we're trying to hide spots, because we're definitely not. We're not like that. Our goal with this channel now is to teach you guys and help you guys and hopefully put you guys on bigger fish. So what we're going to do today is I've actually got a system set up to where I can record my screen. We're going to go on to Google Earth, and I'm going to show you how we go about finding new spots on rivers and things like that. Again, I have all labels, all everything turned off so that you're not going to know where this river is, what river it is. I'm not going to tell you none of that. I'm just here to show you, again, what we're going to look for, what we look for when we're scouting using the internet, using maps and things like that when we're looking for new spots. Again, it's one of them things. I don't want everybody jumping on this video, finding all these spots, and the next thing you know, we got 50,000 people there, whatever, you know, and it gets shut down. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pop the screen up here, and we will show you. This is a little stretch of river right here that we're looking at. And this is basically what I do. I'm going to get on, this is Google Earth. I also have Onyx Maps. I will use Google Maps. You can go to Google Maps and do satellite view. A lot of times, different map systems like Onyx, iHunt, Google Earth, Google Maps are all going to have different satellite pictures from different times. So it's a good idea to check a few, because you might find a picture where the river, lake, or whatever was way down. And you could find different structure, you could find the channels, you could find things like that. And that's some of the things you're going to look for. Oh, excuse me. But right now we're just going to look at Google Earth. Like I said, check some other maps too. They may help you. You may see some things you didn't see on other ones. But for now, like I said, we're going to use Google Earth, and we're going to check this spot right here. This is a nice little stretch of river. I know there's spoonbill in this river. I've caught spoonbill in this river. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to just slowly scroll around, and we're going to look for spots that would be good to snag from. Now, again, some of these spots, you may have to go get landowner permission, and that's where another app like Onyx Maps or something like that that's going to give you landowner information would be a good thing. You can go knock on a door. A lot of times if you go knock on a farmer's door or something and you're just wanting to cross their property to go fish, a lot of them are going to be okay with it. That, you know, a lot of times we found that they're okay with it. They're just like, yeah, go ahead, no big deal. You know, it's not like hunting where everybody is making millions off of hunting nowadays. So if you're just wanting to cross their land to go fishing, a lot of times they'll let you. So always, it's worth going and knocking. I mean, what's the worst they're going to say? No. So anyway, we're going to look along this. Looks to be pretty wide channel here. I'm not seeing anything that really stands out that says, man, that would be a good spot. Zoom in a little bit more. You got a few little points here. It looks, I mean, from this map, it looks pretty full. The river looks like it's pretty full at this point on this map. We're just going to scroll along here. I already found some points on it that looked good. Like right here. Now, this is a spot you're not going to be able to get to unless you had a boat. You might be able to get landowner permission, but you got an old railroad. Well, it's not an old railroad track. It's a working railroad track right here. But you got this pinch point. You got this pinch point right here. And what pinch points do is pinch points are going to make current. It's going to make the current move faster. You've got all that water coming down, and then it has to all try and funnel through that one little point. So it's going to make a faster current. So right here along the back side toward this bridge and along this rock shelf right here, that would probably be a very good spot that would hold spoonbill. You're going to have a little sandbar here, so you're going to have plenty of area to fish from. You know the channel's going to be right here. Spoonbill like that current. I mean, that's one thing about them. They like that current. So that's probably going to be a really good spot to check. That might be a spot to go see if you can get landowner permission and go down too. And it looks like it gets wide again. You got a little sandbar right here with a little pinch point. That one might be okay, but I mean, it looks like it's just a straight shot through. So it don't look like it would really stack the spoonbill. You could probably hit a few there, but I wouldn't expect them to be stacked right there. Bends like this, a lot of times bends like this right here are good spots. Again, it's one of them things where the water's being funneled down and it's making that corner. You can get some good current in there. Bends like this can be good spots. That one looks kind of wide. I don't know that that one would be a great spot, but it could be good. It would probably be a backup spot for us. One we would just be like, yeah, we could go try it if we could get permission if none of these other spots pan out. We'll keep scrolling down this river. I mean, this is literally what we do. We sit here and we zoom in on a river, and we're looking at the channels, we're looking at the pinch points, we're looking at all of that. Right here we got a bridge. Don't really look like too good of a spot. We'll come around this bend. Right here on this bend right here, again, you've got a nice little pinch point. You've got it, it's coming around a bend and it's being pinched down. Right here could be a decent spot. It don't look real deep because you got a log right out here or something right out here. So it don't look like it's real super deep. But if you threw across over there to that other side, it might produce a few fish, especially during the run. Right here, you've got a real good pinch point. It's pinched down real good. This is a spot I actually looked at last night, and I'm actually thinking about going and seeing if I can't get landowner permission for this spot. This is a spot that we would be hunting for. Right here, it's kind of a wide channel. It's narrowed down. The water would be coming from this way, but you got a pinch point here. You got a pinch point here, and you got this slack water area. Okay, your channel's going to be running probably right through here. It's going to be coming around right through here. So this would probably be a really good spot. You're going to have current here. You're going to have good current here because that's being pinched down. And you're going to have some rest spots right here where the fish can get up in here and they can rest. A lot of times, I've noticed when the water is running really, really good, especially like at the dam, if you can find those slack water points, a lot of times they hold a lot of fish. Them fish will get out there and they'll fight that current and they wear out too. And they'll go hit them little slack water areas right off the edge of the current and they'll just sit there. And a lot of times they'll stack up. So this spot right here could be a really good spot. If you get landowner permission to get out here, that could be a really, really good spot. You also, like I said, you've got a bend here that's coming around and it's getting funneled down real tight right here. So there's going to be some good current right there. That could be a real good spot to hold some nice spoonbill. Again, right here, we got another pinch point. You got this water coming around. It's getting pinched down right here. And then it opens back up. This could be a really good spot to hit some spoonbill during the run. They could be laying all up through here. You got a nice bend. And we're going down again. Here you can see the sandbar coming out into the water, so you know your channel's over here. Let's see, we'll go on down here. You got a little bend here. These bends, a lot of times, guys, these bends can be good spots. Especially if you find some rocky areas where it's like bends, but it's rocky. Spoonbill are going to be, from what I understand, I am no biologist, I'm no expert. I'm just a fisherman that loves to fish for these fish. But I've noticed a lot of times on these bends where it's like real rocky and things, that seems to be a good spot that holds spoonbill. We'll come on down here, still real wide. I'm not seeing nothing that just jumps out and says, man, this would be a good spot. Still real wide. You got a little bit of a channel going through here. This would be another one of them spots where, maybe if another spot didn't pan out or something like that. Okay, right here is another good spot. Now, you've got the current coming around here, and you got this big, like, wall that the current's hitting as it's trying to make this corner, but then you've got this little backwater area. If you could get to this point, or even this point, and over in here, this would probably be a really good spot during the run to catch spoonbill. Probably be a very good spot. I can't tell if looks like it's a little rocky over here. Looks like there's some gravel and stuff like that. I know a lot of this is waves and current and things like that, but it looks like right over here that's kind of rocky. This could be a really good spot right here. It opens back up. We'll come on down. This is another good spot right here. You got a bend. It's kind of tight right here. This would probably be another one of those spots, like I said, where it'd be like, if the other spots don't pan out. This right up here, another good spot. You've got it coming in, the water coming in, hitting a wall, trying to make that corner, everything. This would be another good spot right in through here. This right in through here would be another good spot where spoonbill, you're going to have that current coming through. It's pinched down right here. You're going to have that current coming through. It's going to get some speed. This would be another good spot right in here. We'll go on down river some more, see if we can find some more good spots. Now, obviously, during the run, any river that has spoonbill in it, you're going to be able to get lucky and hit some from anywhere. They're obviously, they're going to have to pass these points to get to wherever they're going. So you can still get lucky. What I'm trying to show you, what we do is we look for the spots that's going to funnel them down. It's going to concentrate them. It's going to make them stack up. It's going to make it a little easier. You could go in right here, this wide open river right here during the run, and you could hit one. You could hit a few. I mean, depending on how hot the run is at the time, how thick they're running, you could hit a few. But what I'm trying to show you is just spots that we would look for where there's like bottlenecks, low waters, just things like that that are going to congregate the fish into one area and make it a little bit easier to hit more fish, you know. Right here, you've got a river split. You've got where the two rivers are coming together. This could be a good spot right here because you're going to have current coming in from one. You're going to have current coming in from the other, and they're going to be smashing into each other. It's going to create some good current in here. This could be a really good spot right here to catch quite a few spoonbill. You got, like I said, you got the currents coming together. It looks like it's a little shallower. You got like a nice little beach over here. This is a spot I would look at. But anyway, guys, that's what we are looking for. We're just looking for points that are going to congregate the fish, that are going to stack them up, things like that. You gotta think about it like this. When fish are coming up river during that spawn, they're going to get tired. So they're going to look for slack water points and things like that, but they're also going to need current too. So if you can find them areas where the river, the creek, whatever bottlenecks down, and you got that current and it's got them slack water areas off of it, those are going to be really good places because them fish, they can go lay in that slack water, they can relax, they can rest and things like that, but they can also get right along the edge of that slack water. All the nutrients and all their food and everything's coming right down. They can open that big old mouth of feed, and then they can slide right back over into that slack water and rest once they've fed. You know, so that's a lot of the places we're looking for. And you can do this on any river. If you know it's a river that has spoonbill and it has good numbers of spoonbill, you can do this. Just get on Google Earth, iHunt, Onyx Maps, any of them, and you can literally sit here and go through, go up the rivers, look for those pinch points, look for those current areas, look for those slack water areas, things like that. And a lot of times you're going to have a lot of luck. Again, during the run, any part of the river can be good at different times. But look for those areas, and that's going to help you catch a lot more fish. So anyway, again, like I said, I don't want you guys to think that because I won't post on Facebook, because I won't post on YouTube and things like that, the exact location of where we were fishing at is because I'm trying to hide a honey hole or anything like that. It's totally not like that. It's just the simple fact is that our number of views per hour is greater than our subscribers. So if I post that on there, next thing you know, everybody knows where this spot is. 500 people show up there, the spot gets shut down, taken away, or whatever, and we just don't want that. So I want to give you the tools. This is what we're looking for. This is how we're doing it. This is how we're finding our spots. And if you, like I said, if you see us out there and you're like, man, Cody, I'm not getting on the spoonbill. I really want to find a good spot. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to tell you where to go. I have no trouble telling you where to go. But I just don't want to blast it out there on the internet for everyone to know where to go. All right? Anyway, I hope this helps you guys. Let me know if you guys want to see more videos and things like that. You know, I love making these videos. I love helping. That's what we're here to do. So anyway, let me know if this helped, and hopefully next time we'll see you at the dam.